Welcome to the show. Right now, all eyes are on Minnesota. The unprecedented trial of Officer Geronimo Yanez has captivated the nation.
No officer has ever been charged in connection with the more than 150 officer-involved deaths in the state of Minnesota. With that kind of history, you understand the gravity of what's going on in St. Paul. So we want to catch you up to speed on what's happened in the first week of this trial. First off, on Monday, within minutes of the trial beginning, one of the most crucial pieces of evidence was shown to the jury. It was a video from the dash cam of Officer Yanez's squad. Yanez can be seen going up to Philando Castile's car window and telling Castile he had a brake light out. Less than 10 seconds after Castile tells Yanez that he has a gun, Yanez shoots, fires 7 rounds, hitting Castile 5 times, missing twice.
Key witness Diamond Reynolds took the stand. She was Castile's girlfriend, of course, who was sitting in the passenger seat during the shooting, and also the woman who live streamed the aftermath on Facebook. Her 4-year-old daughter was in the back seat of the car. Reynolds admits that she and Castile had been smoking marijuana that day. Officer Joseph Kauser, Yanez's partner, also testified. Kauser says Yanez did what he had to do, but didn't see Castile make any quick movements, and he personally never felt threatened by Castile.
By midweek, the details start getting hashed out. Who saw what, when, and where? There's confusion between first responders, the other police, the EMTs who came after the shooting as to where Castile's gun was at the time of the shooting. All agree it was in Castile's right front pocket. But again, confusion on if it was always there or if it slipped out while he was being treated by medics after he was shot. Some say it did fall out, others said it didn't, and that an officer had to reach into Castile's pocket to get it. This is a major issue, as Officer Yanez said he saw the gun before he shot Castile. Castile's lawyers said the gun was in his pocket when he was shot by Yanez. Where it could lead legally, this could be, and where you need to know this legally, is that Castile had a permit to carry a firearm.
The prosecution then rests. The defense takes turn. They call up a former police officer and police use of force expert. He testifies that Castile continued reaching for his gun even after Yanez told him not to. That put the officer in imminent danger, he says, which left him with no other choice but to draw and shoot. The defense's forensic scientists confirmed that Castile was under the influence of marijuana at the time of the shooting.
All of this brings us to right now, tonight, when the most crucial witness took the stand, Officer Geronimo Yanez, in his own defense.
John Croman was there to hear his side of the story firsthand. Hi, John. Tell us what happened today in court.
You know, as tight as I can't say standing room only, but it was packed. Media-wise, we got to have one of these to get in, and we're glad that the state decided to do reserved seating for media, because otherwise we couldn't have got in. It's a very controlled situation. Today, what we heard on the stand, a couple of things. Officer Yanez showing emotion as he recalled what happened that night, and also an effort by the prosecution to try to catch him in some of the prior inconsistent statements, or statements he's made in the past that are not consistent with what he was saying today. But on the emotional front, he was in tears, and he said, I didn't want to shoot Mr. Castile. It wasn't my intent. He said that he had no other option because Castile wasn't responding to his commands. And he thought that Castile was kind of in a daze from marijuana because he was staring straight forward. He said that it looked to him like Castile was reaching for his gun and actually had his hand on the gun. Now, one of the things that was in the dash cam video that he was asked about is you can hear him in dash cam video explaining to his supervisor, I didn't know where the gun was, quote unquote. He wouldn't tell me where he had the gun, quote unquote. And so the question is, if he didn't know where the gun was, how can he say now that he saw the gun? And today on the stand, Yanez said, well, what I meant by that was I didn't know where the gun was when he first told me he had a weapon. Because remember, Castile volunteered he had a weapon. He never had a chance to say that he had a permit. He didn't get that far into the conversation, but 5 seconds after he volunteered he had a weapon, he was shot. And during that 5-second window, only 2 people saw exactly what happened in that car, Diamond Reynolds and Officer Yanez. So the jury, of course, will have to decide whose account they believe the most next week. Back to you.
All right, thanks, John. We're going to wrap up next week, Monday. We go back to trial, and they're going to have those closing arguments and start with the jury. All right, moving on.
Yeah,
big week.
Plenty of other